are Squiggly Pineapple Cosplay, and today we're gonna do a cosplay tag challenge. Originally it's 30 different questions, but we only chose to do 10 different ones because otherwise it would take way too long of time.
Yep. So I have the questions right here that we chose out, so if you see me looking down, that's why. So let's start off with question number 1. Question number 1 is your first cosplay.
My first cosplay was Winry Rockbell from Fullmetal Alchemist.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was also like the first time you went to a meetup, and I think the first time outside of school that I saw you.
Yeah.
Because we were like sort of in the same friend group, but we didn't really talk to each other that much until she joined the cosplay meet. And then my first one, well, I mean, I have 2 first cosplays, because I have the very first thing when I first knew of cosplay is when I tried to cosplay Italy from Italia. But that was horrible and shit.
It still counts.
It sort of counts, but it doesn't really, because I didn't really cosplay it. I just wore one of my dad's shirts and then tried to do the curl, and then I just didn't do it, so I had this and it looked horrible. So my first technical cosplay where I actually wore a wig and it looked like the character is Meguro Luca's Just Be Friends outfit. So
the first cosplay I wore a wig for was Yuno, because my hair used to be long and blonde, so I could just cosplay Winry with my normal hair.
yeah, but you still looked like Winry. I didn't look like Italy. I was just like, I was basically just role playing. That wasn't really cosplay. The next question is your favourite cosplay that you own.
Well, I'm obsessed with Fushimi from K-Project, so I guess that's my favourite cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 cosplays, which already says quite a bit. I think my favourite is Konata from Lucky Star. It's like a super easy cosplay, but I'm really proud of how the wig turned out, and it's also just a really fun character to cosplay. But yeah, I think Konata is my favourite, because she's like a cool character. I sort of relate to her a little bit. And like, I like blue, and her hair's like a gorgeous cut shade of blue, so I think that's my favourite.
It's Shinju.
Yeah, thank you. Number 3, something cosplay related that you will never do. And we sort of like kind of agree on this one, I think. Like, we both are pretty much willing to try anything. Yeah. I'm not gonna like say, oh, I'm never gonna cross-dress, because I do. Yeah, and I have a binder, and I kind of, there are a few male characters I want to cosplay.
I basically only cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything, like, I'll never go topless for a costume, I'm pretty sure. At least not in public.
Well, I wouldn't do, it's not necessarily that I hate it or something, but I don't have like the body confidence to do it, so I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable with having my tits out. Unless it's like,
well,
it's not my nipple. Yeah, like
nipples. Showing nipples.
Showing nipples is like a weird concept to me. But like, if it's in a bra,
anime characters don't have nipples.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Exactly. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Question number 4. Something you'd like to improve in future cosplays.
Well, over like the last half year to a year, I've already really improved on like wig cutting and makeup as well, because I didn't wear makeup like when I started doing this. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm really proud of, because I actually improved a lot. But I want to learn more sewing skills, because like the things I can make are not too intricate, and it takes a very long time for me to sew something. So that's what I want to improve on. Yeah,
I wanna do more like big, bulky costumes. I want to also make more props. Like, one of the goals for the next year, because I have too much planned in 2017 already, is I want to do something that has armour. So I'm probably going to start off with a few things I have in mind is Miss Monochrome or Saber from the Fate series. So either one of those 2 will be a project. Because that's also like, for Saber, there's also a massive hoop skirt, which is a lot of fabric, and that's just going to be an interesting project. But overall, anyways, I think I want to improve on everything. Yeah, it's always
good to improve.
There's always things you can be better at, so yeah, that's... Question number 5 is, what is your cosplay specialty? So mine's wigs. Like I'm pretty good with wigs. It started off with me being horrible at cutting wigs and styling them. I had my first wig, the fringe was like here, so I cut it to like here and it looked horrible, so I had to like pull it forward to make it sit okay. And then other times I'd make it too long but I'd be too scared to cut it, so I'd like pull it back, but then you see like the wig line and that looked horrible as well, and now I'm just pretty good at it. I'm especially proud of my miraculous ladybug wig. That was cool.
The puffy things are so cool. Yes. For specialty, I do a lot of like crossplay stuff. I guess like you could call that my specialty.
Yeah, you're like scarily convincing as a guy. Like I've had people like, I'm like, oh, this is Natasha, or like they don't hear that I said her name, and they're like, who's that dude? And I'm like, haha, it's a girl.
I actually didn't know that. But... yeah,
that was kind of, I don't know who said it, but it was really funny because they were like so confused. Yeah. And I like confusing people. Okay.
It's funny to confuse people.
So this question is also quite difficult. What events have you gone to and what are your future plans?
Long list.
There's a massive list. Like I have a list of every convention I've been to on my DeviantArt, and I also put on when there's a convention coming up, I'll put it as going to insert con there. I don't update it as frequently as I'd like to.
Well, the thing is, the Netherlands has a lot of small cons, like small one-day conventions, and then you have like the bigger ones like AnimeCon or Abonai is like full weekends, but the rest is like just small conventions for like a day, and so the list becomes quite long. Yeah,
there's like also at some point, like in last year, I'm pretty sure every single month of the year had at least one convention. There was even a month where there were 2 conventions in the Netherlands and then another one in Belgium, so that's also a thing. We can go to Belgium, we can go to Germany.
Yeah, we went to Germany like last weekend for Japan Tag.
And
so it's quite easy.
Yeah, for the future, I mean, we're planning on going to AnimeCon and AbonaiCon together, and we'll be doing separate update videos on those pretty soon. Cool. So yeah, that's stuff that's happening.
We're gonna cosplay together for those conventions. So
yeah, we usually go to conventions together, so like I think I've gone to more conventions just cause
you were cosplaying and stuff before I did.
Yeah, and also I can travel for free.
Yeah.
Which you can't, because I have a college train card, which means I can either travel for free during the weeks or the weekends.
For me it costs at least €15. Well, and up.
Yeah. And we live in the south, so like all of the conventions are somewhere in the north or in the centre of the country, and we live in the south. There's one convention here, which is Abonai. Granted, that's quite a big convention.
Oh, and the Namvd. But they started this year, so we could go there by bicycle.
That was great. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's cool. Question number 6 is your most comfortable and your most uncomfortable cosplay.
Well, I think the most comfortable cosplays are the ones that like are very casual. So like my Toma cosplay, it looks like regular clothing. I actually wear to my Toma cosplay like pieces of it just as regular clothing. So it's very comfortable and just pop on a wig and put on some clothing and it's done.
Yeah.
So that's like the most comfortable part of cosplay.
Yeah. And the most uncomfortable?
I don't know. It's probably gonna be pitch, but I'm still working on it.
Yeah, armor isn't great.
Yeah, it's full body armor. Well, for people that don't know, I'm working on pitch from Voltron, the Paladin version, so like full body armor, and I'm gonna make the helmet as well. So it's gonna be hot and tight and sweaty and uncomfortable, basically.
Yeah, she decided to wear it to AnimeCon, which is probably gonna be a hot weekend.
Probably one of the hottest conventions of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Abonai is obnoxiously hot sometimes. Yeah. I mean, the first time I went, it was raining and cold, and then the last few times, it's just been so hot and unbearably hot, where I just wanted to shower like at least twice a day.
Yeah.
My most comfortable cosplay is probably Noodle from Gorillas, because it's a crop top, but my belly is still sort of covered, and then some black shorts, which I'm actually wearing right now, which is just really comfortable and nice. And then also the wig's really long and it covers my face, so I don't really have to do eye makeup. I might slap on some BB cream to make my skin look decent, but that's it. So it's like super easy, super comfortable, and it's something like, it's an ideal hangover cosplay. Speaking of which, I also have a Dust Skull cosplay, which is literally a black cloak and then whatever I want underneath. And maybe a wig, but I have a mask, so it doesn't really matter. So that's one that I literally wear only on Sundays of conventions when I don't want to speak to people, when I'm like hungover, tired of everyone's shit, and I just don't want to socialise anymore. I just sit in a corner somewhere with this mask on, like, get out of my way, I don't want this. Most uncomfortable cosplay though, like Starfire was kind of difficult because I have like this foam piece and like big bulky arm things.
I had to carry all her stuff for
I couldn't carry things, and I was terrified of things falling apart. Nothing broke, which I'm pretty proud of, but still not great. Another uncomfortable cosplay, which I haven't worn out yet, but I am planning on, is Devil Homura from Tuelemaji Madokamachika. Mainly because I'm sort of just wearing a special bra thing with a skirt on it, and it's like really, like, it has an open back, and then I'm just terrified for my boobs slipping out, so that's something that's going to be interesting. I'm like tempted to glue my boobs with like spirit gum or something, or like lash glue. I don't know, man.
But they'll stay in place.
Yeah, exactly. So that was also kind of...
That's why I like cosplaying. I don't the boobs are just flat.
Yeah. Another thing with Homura's, she has like this feather choker, which is itchy as hell. And I just have a cheap black wig, because I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on a black wig if I'm not going to style it in any particular way. So yeah, that was probably my least comfortable cosplays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have 11 questions, we just realised, so... Oops.
It's either question 7 or 8?
Yeah, it's question 8 now.
8.
Okay, so question number 8 is, which cosplay did you put the most effort into? Which is a difficult one, because I have some cosplays that just... it took so long, and I'm really proud of the result. I think the ones I put the most effort into, I put a lot of effort into my Miraculous Ladybug wig. Like, the rest of the costume's super lazy because I'm just wearing a Ladybug
Same for me
onesie.
with my Judo cosplay. The wig took so long.
Yeah, and then, again, Devil Homura, like, that was an interesting one to tackle just because I had no idea how to tackle it. But in the end it was kind of easy, or easier than expected. I just need to make the wings, and I think that's still going to be a huge challenge, but I'm going to wait because I can't take them with me to AnimeCon anyways. Princess Tutu was kind of a challenge. I used boning, which is used to make corsets, to make sure everything looks nice and clean. I used horsehair braid in the skirt so it flows nicely. The tutu took forever. Also because I used to have an old sewing machine and it took 2 hours to do 2 layers of the tutu, and then I got the new one and it took only 10 minutes. So yeah, that's...
In comparison, I don't put that much effort in it.
It was such a pain in the ass. And then the wig as well, that was interesting. Man, that was a struggle.
I'm not very good at sewing, so it's a lot of effort for me to sew. So
I don't actually know how to properly sew things, like make it look professional, but I know how to, like, that goes on that, and then to go and then it sort of hopefully works out. That's my tactic.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, so that's actually I'm working on strength, which I finished in 3 days, but I want to make a huge hand things, and that's going to be a huge challenge. So what I would love to be able to do is make sure the fingers move a little bit.
You have tutorials for things.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Fi cosplayers who have managed to do that, and they're basically the same as Fi, but even bigger hands. Because like her hands go like from your body downwards. It's literally this to the floor, so that's going to be interesting. And I don't know what convention I can carry that to. Anyways, moving on.
I didn't even answer the question yet.
You didn't?
With Sulking Serial.
Oh.
Not really. I think that, well, the page full armor that I'm working on right now, because I need to bend the EVA foam, make patterns, and Dremel it, and paint it, so Yeah.
And the Judel wig, like you said.
Yes. I needed my mum to help me with it. Because I don't have 3 hands and to hold everything together while I tie the balls.
Yeah, that sounds strange out of context.
I'm probably gonna post a video about how I made the wig on here, so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Although I don't have actual footage of my mum helping me.
But it's a really cool wig, so... This question is a daunting one, and I'm kind of scared about it. But this is question number 9. How many wigs do you own?
She owns more. I counted. I have 20 wigs and 2 on the way, so that will 22. All character specific. So.
I don't know, so I suggest we take this camera to my closet workspace and start counting, because I have a lot. So let's just go right now. Let's do it. Hello, this is my cat. Her name's Duchess, and she's very confused right now. Anyways, let's start with wigs. So this one, that's my Princess Tutu wig. I'm really proud of this thing, even though it was a pain in the ass. This is my Miraculous Ladybug wig, which is also very cool. These things have kind of been destroyed because someone saw them and then squished them because they were confused as to how they worked, and then I screamed and cried.
Yeah, because they took a lot of effort, I know.
Anyways, this is my Noodle wig, which basically just is this wig with a longer fringe and no ponytails. Yes, I have a lot of different wigs in the same shade or colour. So.
The cat's in the way.
I'm gonna put this cat down because she doesn't want to be here. This is my Misty wig. I actually have another 2 wigs in my bedroom, but we'll look at those too. So this is 4 wigs already put on display, and I need more wig heads because I have more wig projects. And
I actually put them on alcohol bottles. On the top of the bottles, you know, you just put some water in it. It actually works because I'm too lazy to buy like these things. And they're like $4.
The one you're on eBay. I ordered 3 at a time. That was interesting. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, let's move this out of the way. This is my drawer of wigs, which I actually recently organized, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna fuck it up. So let's go. We had 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, actually that also has another wig with it that I learned out somewhere. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Weren't there also wigs in your...
So that's 29.
I can't count, okay? 29.
And 30. Then we have this
oh my god,
lovely
no!
box. 31, 32, 33, and I know there's one in here too, because I want to get rid of it, because I have a problem. So that's 34. I had to pick up a wig because they delivered it but no one was home, and my dad was like, oh, you have about 25 now, don't you? And I'm like, now I have about 30. 34. And I haven't even ordered my wigs for other night, and I want to get another wig for strength because I don't have a white one, and I have a problem and I need help. Cool, okay.
Okay, we're back. Your phone's there.
Yeah, I have a problem, let's be honest. It's not healthy, but I'm not gonna quit because I love wigs.
I can also show them my wigs.
Could do. So.
It's my wigs. Welcome to my room. We just really quickly switched houses, but I'm gonna do this real quickly because it's 36 degrees outside. So I'm just gonna check them over there. 5, I can't count. Okay. And the rest of my wigs are in here. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Amazing! Yeah. Okay, So the 10th question, which isn't the final one, but it sort of is.
It sort of is.
Anyways, final is, where do you work on your cosplays and where do you store them? Blah, 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 blah. Where do you work on your cosplays and where do you store them when they're done? So again, we can do a little tour of my place and her place afterwards. Boop. Well, this is my closet. I made a little bit of a mess because of frustration, mostly. I need to tidy this up, but I don't want to now. But I'm just gonna dump everything in where I leave it, and then we'll be back for the proper closet tour. But this is basically where I store things, and I think we should just do an in-depth video
separately.
Yeah, because this is going to take too long. So let's just jump to the workspace. Okay, isn't that a cool transition that everyone's already done? Cool. This is the office area that is actually meant to be for people to work. Like my dad works in that tiny corner over there. Hence the amount of cars, because he likes cars. But it's also where my sewing machine is sat, and especially when my parents are gone, it's where I work on costumes. So this is my sewing machine. This is the PC where I watch mostly Beat Down Boogie videos or Mango Sirene whilst I work on things. I've been working on strength for the past 3 days and it's almost finished in 3 days. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. This is an ironing board. Also used for regular ironing, but right now it's for sewing costume stuff. And then this is a box where I keep my fabric, and then I have placemats on top for when I paint or glue stuff, so I don't destroy everything. And that's Strength's tail, which I made yesterday night. Wow, cool. So that's basically where I work, and otherwise it's my bedroom.
My storage is pretty much everywhere in a house, on different spaces. It depends on the place what I'm working on, or whether I'm just storing them for later use. Because I have one cosplay over here in the box of my wigs, because it's quite a big cosplay. It's a guy from, as you can see, it's taking quite a lot of space. In my normal closet, oh, there's some cosplay too, like my jackets, bigger uniform things, or my fancy fair outfit. So yeah. And this is my brother's actually, but he never finished the cosplay, so he hasn't done it yet. So wigs on top. So, and now we're actually moving. This is a very hot attic where we won't stay very long. I have my cosplays over here and sorted in boxes. So you got different names, Toma, Fushimi, Military Fushimi, etc. in different boxes, so I can keep them sorted. All my petticoats are in here, and some random accessories and stuff around it. It's so hot in here. The sun shines directly on this. This is my spray painting table, where I spray paint shit, because we have a big window. And this is where I keep all my fabrics, in these drawers. First time ever, I'm keeping something sorted by color. Some more fabrics, paints, materials, and my weapons. So that's it. That's my house. Oh, my parents are downstairs, so I'm just really quickly gonna film the downstairs. Okay.
Okay, so the final question isn't really a I'm gonna count as number 11, but there's one that's like show your best photos, and we have a lot.
Most of our cosplay pictures we make are their pictures.
the first picture we took together is the derp photo, so
Yeah.
let's just start with that.
It's on the wall.
Which one? No, not that one. The one with the pole dancing at Abernine.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. So we're gonna scavenge Facebook and other social media,
and we're gonna
and then present you the beauty
of their.
Wow. So that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any ideas for what you'd like to see, make sure to leave them in the comments below. This was kind of our introduction to the channel, because this is the first video we'll be uploading, and we have a bunch of videos soon to come if she edits them, because I'm in school.
I'm free!
Yeah,
I just finished my final exam, so I've got 3 months of holiday.
I have college to deal with, so...
I'll have college next year.
Yeah.
Which is strange, because I'm older.
Yeah, Dutch schools are weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hope you liked it, and see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!